What up, YouTube? Smallgate has released us a balance adjustment preview. Notice we get that nice sneak peek of that good shit. Honestly, this one, I already read over this. I already been over the entire list. I already seen everything I saw here in the middle of the night in bed, you know? And, you know, I might be nutting left side, right side. It just be like that, tossing, turning. And you know what? I'll stop it right there. But we got some good ones. It's all I gotta say. It's kind of, most of them are unexpected. Most of them are just straight up, what the fuck is what the chat is saying, and why the fuck you do this kind of thing, right? But we should get over it and see what they buff. We already have to list it here, but I'm gonna start this off really fast. So, starting off with Sageball and Cerise, or Emerald Ball, whatever you call it. He finally, the man finally got a buff after a year and a half. A year and a half! He finally got buffed! This took him long enough in order to get buffed, so thank fucking God. Alright, let's see what he changes. Evil Spirit's Call, which is probably his S1, I like to assume. Let's say, when the target is asleep, so before he just sleeps, now he has, when the target is asleep after attack, increases the caster combat readiness by 20%. What is this? Spectre Tenebria? Not Spectre Tenebria. Regular Tenebria. Okay, sure, why not? It's decent, right? I'll take it. Right? It's a Tenebria. And then afterwards, we get his S2. Is a higher chance of putting him to sleep by 5%. What? Huh? Just 5? Just 5? Not strip 2 buffs? Not just 5? Ugh, okay, whatever. Alright, S1, whatever. S2, whatever. What the fuck is this S3? This is pre-awaken, and this one is attacks with an evil eye. So this is useless S3. When the enemy is defeated, silences all remaining enemies for 1 turn. A Coli. Penetrates defense but cannot trigger a critical hit. Damage dealt is increased proportional to caster lost health. True damage meta. I honestly, okay. We have seen nothing for this yet. Is probably one thing. His soul burn change is actually pretty nice though, because then it resets all his cooldowns, which is kind of sick. I kind of like the look of that. But I think functionality, I don't think it really changes. I guess he just gets to do more in the fight. His S2, like, if you're gonna be using him to like shut down someone when they don't have an FCC, his functionality doesn't really change. I don't know if you're gonna be using him in other fights. Unless his S3 does a lot of big damage, it technically doesn't scale on HP. It's like HP percentage. It scales based on his missing HP. Which is it's okay. I think his buff is okay. I think his S2 literally just is there saying you either 50% this or you 15% that, right? You got 2 choices. You got 2 50% that you're gonna hit through, and his S3, unless we know the multipliers of how much damage it's actually gonna be doing, because before, I'm pretty sure it did jack shit. And it still does jack shit, it probably ain't so good. And also thanks for the raid, by the way. Jesus Christ, I'm doing a video. The Xander! Hey, thanks for the raid, dude! Shit. Cut the video. And what was I supposed to say? What was I saying? Okay, we just cut it there, bro. Redo? No redo, we continue! We continue. What the? We continue. Video scuffed? Fuck it. It's just me. That's just how you do it when you hit the 2-in-1. You do a video and then you do it for like for a stream too, right? Be like that. Hey, but thanks for the raid. I very much appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream, dog. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. We're done with Ball. I don't really think he's too great. I don't think he's too amazing. Doesn't really change his functionality. Made him less RNG, gave him more of a way to actually turn cycle to make him not so useless. But personally, it's whatever. We really need to know how well he can actually do with his S3, because I don't know if his S3 does damage or not, especially when it needs to execute something, and that's it. But the Soul Bird might actually just change that and make him actually a better unit, right? That's the only thing I see. LQC. Okay, she just, dude, S1 does more damage. That's a pog, right? And then her S3, what is this? When the target is a dark element hero, increases damage done, increases additional damage to all enemies except the, what is this? To all enemies except for the target, proportional to the caster's attack. She can splash. This is like, this thing doesn't have a kill con, and I think this is great. No kill con? Bonk bonk? Does more damage? I wonder how much this is actually gonna deal though. This is honestly very interesting. So this to me looks like something like a Cez, the Cez bomb, except now we got the LQC bomb. Ooh, honestly, this is actually a nice C. I actually kind of like this. She gets increased damage. So LQC's problem was that, you know, even though she has survivability, this is like, we could also treat this like this, right? LQC is the same thing as like Luna. Reason why I say that is because they're both single target. They're both like, you can only use them in very niche situations, but one is like LQC actually has her passive to survive in the beginning, and Luna doesn't have that. Yeah, but this is exactly what single targets need. A fucking splash. That's how they deal with units like Tomoka, or Spectre Tenebria, or, you know, if they just need to like put more pressure on the board. This is a good thing. I like this. I like this change very much, right? This adds a lot of pressure. This is something all single targets need, and something that they did for LQC should be actually be replicated and be put onto other single target units that are not viable as of right now, especially if you want to make them good. For example, Luna needs her fucking AoE attack where she could fucking splash. She can't be jumping up in the air and just hits one target. That makes no fucking sense, right? It's the same thing for LQC. Thank God you actually make her splash. Thank God that it actually works out that way, right? But just let Luna do that and I'll be very, very fucking happy, alright? Just give her the same fucking LQC treatment and everyone will love you and she'll be viable. You feel me? Alright? This is good change. Really good change. Very nice. I like. Cerise! Alright, this is the one where it starts off a fucking shitstorm, right? No filter. She now can dual attack. She can dual attack when her S3 is on cooldown, using her S1. Ooh. You know, that's already giving off like, what the fuck? Why did she need it above is what people are saying. And then we got an unbuffable on her S2. Sure, why not? Whatever. If I'm stunned, I'm probably already dead. But unbuffable basically means if I get 50%, I got unbuffable. If I don't, I land both. You fucked anyway, right? No coming back from that shit. And then we got her S3. Increases damage dealt and attacks using advantageous element, which is probably nuts. This basically means she doesn't miss. Although, whenever I think about it, damn, I can't use my Lencia anymore, can I? Aw. But that doesn't make me feel any good. Well, but anyways. A lot of people say Cerise's buff is over buff. But I personally think that this is a good buff, and I think it's well justified just because then, as someone that plays in Legend and RTA, like, I don't care what people say, I honestly think cleaves really do need some sort of advantage of, like, when they pick Cerise. It's kind of funny, people say, oh, Cerise is like, oh, you could use her here, you could use her there, but that's there, it's like, most of the time you're only using her for like one job, and it's just to shut down your turn one, right? But whenever, even if she shuts down her turn one, sometimes she has no advantage right afterwards. She has so much downtime on her skills, and most of the time after she does her S3 and S2, her entire team is already dead. They're gone. If I end up anti-cleaving a Cerise, they'd be dead. But now, if I try to anti-cleave a Cerise now, I might be dead. I'm the one that might be dead this time. So, I think this is actually really nice. This kind of brings her to be all well-rounded. She can actually be used in anti-cleave. She could be used in cleave, control, blah, 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 blah. And then it'll work. But I think what's really scary and why people think that this can be very overwhelming is just because now that she could be used in every kind of situation, not just in cleave. She could be used in control, she could be used, like, it's not like it's as if she wasn't already used already, is that she's more versatile now, just because that she has a dual attack. And that's the only thing why we think that she could just destroy somebody's butt cheeks and spread it wide open. Okay, like mine. Right? If you couldn't die faster already, now you have to destroy Cerise before she gets stronger. But really, this is only part 1 of her buff. There's really one more thing that really adds the strawberry on top, the cherry on top, everything, whatever you freaking call it, to literally turn her into the most scariest thing. It already seems here, she already has like all the 50% in the world on her S3. Same thing with her S2, and now her S1 kind of just makes it like, boom. Just wait. There's one more in this balance patch list. I still think that this is a well-justified thing. She didn't do anything before, in like, during her, after she did her S3, S2, I think this is a very nice change, right? But we'll get there. Landy! Alright, first off, I don't want to read this because this didn't change anything, is all I gotta say. This changed jack shit, okay? This changed jack shit. This did not fix Landy. I don't know why you guys think that this is an okay buff. This is garbage, it's bullshit, it doesn't do anything, okay? I'm gonna say it again, okay? Okay, you know what? Let's just read their shit, okay? I'm pissed, okay? When I read this in the middle of the night, I'd be like, hey, yo, Smilegate, you think this is a good buff? Fuck, dude! Okay, anyways, her S1 now gives her more combat readiness, and amount of fighting spirit gains are doubled when enemies are buffed. She gets more damage. Great. She gets to charge up her shit faster. Whatever, and then she gets, what is it? She now gives speed buff to everybody and gets an extra turn, blah, blah, blah. And now she has increased combat readiness and all that other bullshit, penetrates target. Sure, these are all great. Now she's like a cleaver. She's a damage dealer. That's it. That's it, bro. Cleave sucks. I'm not even kidding you, because I night cleaves all the fucking time. And this sucks. This sucks. The reason why most damage dealers end up being very, very fucking viable is because they could survive. Why do you think Tomoko or Tamarululika is good, or Ryler is good, or RB is good, or Spectre Teneri is good? They all have one thing in common. They could fucking survive for multiple fucking turns because they can't get hit. Either that, they just come back and kill you again. And why Knights are so strong is because they deal damage and you got nothing to do about it. You can't do shit, right? And what's survivability, bro? This is just damage. She's still gonna fucking die. I'm gonna just bring her out, fucking turn 1 her ass, butt cheek gets spread, fuck it, dismantled, stonk skull down. That's it. This is fucked. This is fucked. This is shitty buff. It's decent though, right? If you're trying to use her as a cleaver, great. But you're still suiciding into like a lot of fucking teams. I still don't think it's that great, okay? I still think that she needs survivability. It's just something missing here, and it's just not that, you know? You just turn her into like maybe a Judge Kisei at this point. And I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. If you want a Judge Kisei, here you go. You guys got a Judge Kisei. This is literally just another Judge Kisei. That's all it is, right? And you know what Judge Kisei does? She does one thing and you can only use her in one scenario. That's what Landy is right now. You can only use her in one thing in one scenario. It doesn't feel that great. I want to use her in other teams too. I can't use her in other teams like this. I can't. She's not gonna even live. It just fucking sucks. Hey, but hey, I talked about Fighter Maya. No, not Fighter Maya. Maya before in one of my streams. She got buffed. If you guys didn't know, Maya actually has higher stats. She has higher stats than. Oh, wait, hold up. So the thing about Maya, and why I talked about her in some of my streams before, is that you guys look at her stats. They're pretty fat. But guess what? She's a Knight Aries. And you know what other Knights are Knight Aries? Cecilia. Right? Dude. Maya has the same stats as a 5-star. Actually, better. God damn. I like that. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, man, that just feels so good. 2 more speed over. But Maya now has a shorter cooldown on her S3, which is great. She now can actually do that nice defense up. Hey, look, Night Meta, you want the speedy defense buff? You got the speedy defense buff right there. 112 base speed, cut him. All right, and she gets Fat Provoke and also a decreased attack. That's a lot of debuffs. A lot of debuffs. That's a lot. That's a lot for an S3. I like that. And then she got decreased combat readiness on her S2. She bonk. That's a good bonk. I like bonks. This is good, right? But hey, you need defense up, you get defense up. You want good stats, you get good stats. Good unit, right? You like thick ass? You got thick ass. I mean, what? We'll stop it right there. Anyways, moving on, we got Pearl Horizon. What is this? Autoplay control. Increased combat readiness of caster 10% per sleep debuff inflicted. It's a 50% chance. What are the chances that you're ever gonna land a 50-50? 50-50, right? So 20%? Combat readiness? Okay, sure, why not? And then she gets... Wait, why am I reading this? Who cares about the base one? I need to read this. Okay. Same shit. She does more damage. And she has an increased chance of decreasing speed when using hypnosis. Why not just increase her sleep chance? Why is it 50? Sorry, my brain kind of crashes on this one. What does this character do again? I don't remember what she did. But if I remember correctly, she didn't do anything better than the current control that we already have already. You're not gonna use this over Fire Cerebral, Emo Aura, or like any of those other control units unless you really just want to for the hell of it. Yeah. It's aight. But, moving on. This is the very reason why Cerise is gonna get kind of that pack, that good shit, that good smack, right? Her artifact got buffed. And Guiding Light now grants stealth at the beginning of the turn. Or beginning of battle. Okay, so Guiding Light wasn't usable before because then it was really hard for you to really get the Guiding Light off. It was very rare for you to actually ever get it off just because when are your ranger ever gonna get a turn, right? How is this justified over like Misconfeel or used over Sashay? You wouldn't really know. Most of the time whenever using Guiding Light is always for the survivability of the rangers so they don't get dicked. But now, because they get stealth at the beginning of the turn, goodbye Acid. Rest in peace. Guiding Light changes the game for rangers. It became one of the kind of niche artifacts into holy shit. You can no longer outspeed me, nor do I really care kind of thing, right? This is kind of disgusting. Yeah? It's kind of disgusting. If you guys don't have a lot of Guiding Lights already, this is like top-notch ranger artifact. Because cleaves are gonna get out of control with literally this one artifact. It's not even the Cerise that buff that makes everything scary. It's literally this. This is scary. And I hate this. Okay? Because before, Sashay was just whatever, but now we got a Guiding Light that literally just puts up with stealth. This is scary. Because now, you can't really speed fight anyone anymore. You can't use Acid You can't anti-cleave people the proper way anymore. If you had like ways to actually cut them off before, now you don't. Because there wasn't many ways of actually cutting someone off. Most of the time, whenever people use anti-cleave, it was like, especially in a speed battle, it was always acid. It was always MO Rin. It's always these single target, very fast units that had like very fast stats. Literally used it and designed, or like at least I assume that they are designed to like play against anti-cleave. But now, you don't have that no more. Right? Athletica can use this, like as a ranger artifact. The ranger enablers like Athletica and Cerise now has free reign. This is the thing that makes certain like buffs like Cerise very scary. The reason why her buff looks so scary now is not the fact that she gets like all these dual attacks and random shit and like, you know, advantageous element and damage like these unbuffables on her S2 and whatnot. Really, it's a thing that makes her like live longer and allows her to like do the dual attack. Right? Because then whenever we're in a battle against a cleave, we always select our target. It could either be killing off the damage dealer or be doing this and that. But the thing is, Guiding Light makes it almost impossible for you to deal with Cerise, and it lets her get those free attacks off. That's the thing that makes it very scary. This stealth is going to be used in many situations, and most of the time, Rangers are probably going to be abusing this to some crazy ass extent. And holy crap, I'm scared. I really just... Thank God I have like 3 copies is all I gotta say. But you can't anti-cleave no more. There's no proper way to really anti-cleave when now... If cleaves now have a way to just escape death. Immediately. Right? So... Holy shit. You guys will never be able to kill Cerise now. Get ready to open your dual attack buttholes, because before it was 5%, now it's 100%. Get ready, it's fucked. And now, next up, we got Bastion of Perlucia. Hey look, free immunity set! Free immunity set. That's fog. I like. The only problem about, alright, so Bastion of Perlucia, barrier was always really nice to have. I think it was like probably one of the best things to have, especially when you were using like what is it, Troublemaker Crozet, or if you were using units that needed a very fat protection, but then there was no way for you to protect them like viably. Once the shields break down, it's basically over. What's really nice about this artifact literally is that it cuts down the set completely. It cuts down the set, really good for certain units. For Rylet, for example, getting immunity on him is a freaking great thing, because now guess what, they pick Dizzy, you got a Bastion Knight, right? And there's a lot of units, a lot of knights that out there, knights that don't use Aureus, that ends up using like Adamant Shield like Lilius, or Cecilia could actually end up using like Bastion of Perlucia to defend their damage dealer. And I think this is a very good thing, especially for all the people that ends up abusing the shitty Dizzy comps, or the Dizzy A-Tywin, or whatever you guys want to freaking call it. This is a good thing. I like it. Bastion was niche before, and was overshadowed. Now we get free immunity. I like it. I like it a lot. Dux Noctis. What does this do? Increase attack of the caster by 4% when an ally makes a critical hit. What? Stat stick? Listen. If Landy's passive is shit, why would you think it's a good idea to buff a shittier version of it? I don't fucking get it. What for? No one's maxing a Dux Noctis, dude. It's going straight to the powders. That's what it's going. It's trash. I'm sorry. That's garbage. Go next. Andre's crossbow. Alright, no one's gonna use any ranger artifact besides either Sachet or fucking Guiding Light. I'm not even kidding you. Fuck Andre's crossbow. It's great. Sure, why not? But screw it. It's Guiding Light. It's Guiding Light. No, why? Sure. This is amazing. This is amazing, by the way. But every Cerise now, and every other ranger nowadays that would use this artifact, because they got no clue what artifact they want to be on, is now gonna use Guiding Light. They're not gonna use Andre's Cosmo. Capiche? And then we got Silver Rain, which is the thief artifact that grants an ally attack buff. This is so fucking... what the fuck? Okay, what thief uses this shit again? I forgot. What thieves can use these again? We can literally go over this together. What thief would use this again? Now, let me see him. Not Kisei, not Vildred, not Kairon, not Seth, not Haze, not... Okay, Violet would use it. Who the fuck uses Violet? Viking doesn't use it. Celine doesn't have a non-attack skill. Evelyn doesn't have one. RB passive doesn't count as a passive. Dude, honestly, none of these thieves have it. Alright, let's go to our 4 stars. Karin doesn't have it. Sid doesn't have it. Koli doesn't have it. Cern doesn't have it. Kawana doesn't have it, I'm pretty sure. BBK doesn't. A Sid, A Koli, Emma Rin, T Cern. Okay, dude, we literally just went through an entire fucking list of thieves. Went from 4 stars to 5 stars. We did not find a single unit besides fucking a Violet that uses this shit. Let's be real here. This is a shitty design. This is a shitty artifact design. Why the fuck did you go with it? Right? And now there's Judith. Honestly, I could respect it. Okay? I could respect it. You love your 3 stars. But you know what? If you love your 3 stars a lot, this is what I would do. Give them a fucking specialty change. And we got ourselves a deal. They just need a specialty change. Work, bruh. That's it. That's all they need. Specialty change. They're usable. And we'd be happy. No one's gonna use Ruzid. No one's gonna use Ruzid. Fuck Ruzid. Okay? Fuck Ruzid. We like Judith. Judith has the higher base speed. Ruzid does not. You got it? High base speed, 117, right? Ruzid, fucking garbage, right? I think it's lower. Who cares about the speed? Like, who cares about the speed imprint applied on everybody else when you just want to fucking use it on the fastest unit? Just like put your gear in the fastest unit and then you get Mursa to like literally give you the speed imprint. Hey, that's already better. Damage dealer plus a seer pusher, bada bing, bada boom. You already got the whole shebang, right? But this is garbage artifact. That's all I gotta say. But honestly, I like this patch note. A lot of unexpected buffs. A lot of really good buffs, I like to say, right? Some of them are kind of over the top, like, how the fuck did it end up happening? Like, Cerise is like, holy shit, what the shit, what the fuck, dual attack, and then we got, like, the Guiding Light that literally makes it even, like, fucking scarier, and you're just like, oh, and now you're just ascending up to, like, hey, look, there's a lot of Cerise abusers nowadays, right? I'm pretty sure New bribed Smallgate to get himself buffed. It's nuts. But all I can say is, all in all, very good. Out of all the units that I think that are going to be working really well and probably going to be transitioning over into the meta currently is probably going to be LQC. I think LQC, if she does enough damage with that splash, she can bonk. She can... You know, it's just like... We are gonna see Cerise everywhere. Landy. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to say about Landy. We might see some cheeky fight. We might see some like Maya's, but I'm pretty sure the key of it all is literally just Cerise and LQC. Landy, people are probably just gonna be feeding me wins. So thank you very much for anybody that's using Landy. I very much appreciate you. You guys can try to justify your plus 15 on her, but I won't. And then we got pretty dank ass artifacts like Guiding Light and Bastion and Perlucia. I think this is good. I like this patch note change. Sageball didn't exactly do too much. His functionality doesn't really change, and he does true damage that we don't know how much it really does. Yeah? But that's been good. So, I hope you guys enjoy my thoughts on this recent adjustment, balance adjustment. And with that said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.